right, cool. Hi, I'm Austin, founder at AccessGrid. We've built the API that opens doors literally. You'll get a demo in a little bit, but I want to sort of give you context around the idea. So if you wanted to send an SMS via API in 2007, this is your obstacle course. 1 year later, in 2008, you could just use Twilio. In 2009, if you wanted to send or process payments on the internet, this would be your obstacle course. Get your underwriting bank, get your payment gateway, code a custom integration, unless you're using Ruby, because we had active merchant, get PCI certified, and then you could process payments. 1 year later, you could process all your payments with Stripe. Sending a blockchain transaction, 2018. Make a decision on a client, deploy to the cloud, wait 3 to 30 days for your node to sync, write an RPC wrapper. 1 year later, you could send a transaction using QuickNode. So, oops, skipped a slide. How do you issue wallet credentials, meaning event tickets, actual keys to open doors, you know, the key fobs you carry around, coupons, loyalty cards? How do you get that into Apple Wallet? Well, if you want to get it into Google Wallet, if you want to get it into Samsung Wallet, you want to be ubiquitous, you have to go and negotiate a deal with each of these players separately. And then you have to stand up a global cloud presence because you actually need to have multi-cloud, multi-region deployments to be compliant with their rules. You code a custom integration because every single one of them has their own API and nuances, and then you have to pay a third party like UL or FIME to certify that you actually built it to the spec that they say. And the cost for that is $10,000 minimum. 2025, you could just use AccessGrid. And so what we've built is essentially a platform that allows you to manage the sort of designs, the sort of configuration of your wallet credentials, and then issue those credentials via API. So I will go ahead and do a little demo here. So this is actually my account. You essentially create a symmetric key pair. So symmetric encryption, use AES 128. Create, share your keys with us, create a landing page. So what will people see when they go to install the actual pass on their phone? And then configure that pass. It's loading. Yep, all right. And so you set icons, you set backgrounds, you select the encryption keys that you want to use. You attach the landing page. You set any sort of device settings. You want to enable people to install this on one device or one iPhone, one Apple Watch, et cetera, et cetera. And then you grab your card template ID. Set yourself up a key. Do SF Ruby. And I will go into a Python script that I have here. And I'll paste this here. I'll grab this API key. And then I'll make sure that we can spit out a QR code. And so that is for Apple. Do I have a volunteer to install a pass? All right. I happen to know your first name and last name. And there are a number of modes that you could use this in. The first is sort of like a simple mode where you specify like a really simple payload that one of the sort of smart locks or access control readers on a door would be able to read. So I will go ahead and do that. That's site code 99, card number for 2079. And I will go ahead and run this. Should pop up a QR code if I did that right. Not that one. I didn't save it. Let's try that again. No QR code. 1 second. Forgot the last steps. And so now anyone can actually scan this QR code and install the key that's issued to her, but she will hopefully be doing that now. So that's pretty much the platform. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy, not earth-shattering, and there's no AI. Anyway, thank you.